Keith Watson at the corner of Howe and Robson Street in downtown Vancouver. We're right outside the Vancouver Art Gallery. It's 420 Day here in Vancouver. Let's go talk to some people and see what they have to say about marijuana legalization here in Vancouver.
So what do you think of this event that's going on here?
It's good. It's finally something good is hidden in plain sight. I mean, it's not really hidden, it's in plain sight, right? But normally we can't talk about it, right? Like, it's like the pink elephant in the living room. If you see the lie and believe, it's like you're a conspiracy nut. You know, you've actually been deceived. And then they achieve exactly what you perceive. So what we want to do is stuff like Operation Iraqi Liberation. If we say, hey, that sounds like oil, or or some sort of war devastation, we're doing the same thing here on 420. Symbolism. Symbolism as a fly falls into my mouth, trying to shut me down. That was a conspirafly, a robotic, engineered, android, cybernetic.
He said there's not going to be a free-for-all. He said there's not going to be any amphiony or any pardons. That's not even on their table. So okay, let's look further. Let's look to where cannabis is legal. How about Colorado, Washington, Oregon, Alaska?
Hey, so we're here with VanArts, the School of Media Arts, and I'm just wondering, why are you here today? What are you supporting?
Well, I'm supporting all the folks that have worked for years to legalize cannabis. So the reason I'm on this site right now is to support the protest. Later on, I'm going to be down on the beach, and that's to support the business of cannabis.
Yeah, 420. 420, we're here.
What's your favorite part about 420?
I guess just the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, that comes about. Everybody's super positive.
And if every one of us just does a little part, like I got a poem I do, and I hand it out, and it's all about weed ending the war, and it's quite brilliant. Adults who say war is inevitable should not interrupt the kids planning for revolution. And basically the solution is bicycles.
What was it like smoking weed for the first time? Do you remember it at all?
Yeah, I was super paranoid. I was playing disc golf with my buddy, and you get over the paranoia at first, and you just accept the different state of mind that it puts you in, and you just mellow out.
So the first one is, what is the difference between what is going on here and what is going on at Sunset Beach?
I haven't been to Sunset Beach, but I hear that this was more geared towards protesting people that are not happy with the corporate monopoly model of the licensed producers coming in, people that would rather see home growing or dispensary model distribution of cannabis, and the beach was a bit more of a party or just a celebration, and we don't feel like legalization has happened. The promise of legalization has happened, but we haven't seen the results. I could grow a plant and go to jail for it right now.
Shout out Hitchhiker's Guide. We're looking for the meaning of life here. Who sees it? I need to know. At least one person has to see the meaning of life. Otherwise, I can't go on. Douglas Adams, please. Anybody know? You got it. 42, right? 4 and 2 is 6. That's 6 trillion war debt. I feel it on my chest. It's getting hard to breathe. I can barely get a full breath. My mental health worker says, just put the burden behind your back. Statistically, it's the best. Once again, Drake Freeman officially under arrest. System fucking test. 2 million more dead. I feel it in my gut. And in about 2 seconds, I'm going to spew something shocking up. But the words, they spin around in my heart. They roll around in my head. I'm seeking a solution. Is it the revolution? What if 2% switched to bicycles instead? Now, here's the thing, guys. 2% is the amount of oil that we extract from Iraq. We already used it. We can't give 2 million lives back. But what if we raise our children to be revolutionary heroes? Well, then to that death toll, they cannot add 12 more zeros. You tell them, indoctrinate them, if you will, through conditioning, just like you do in public school. It's the same thing, except the parents choose what to say. Indoctrinate them to believe that they are revolutionary heroes. You tell them that their bicycle is a revolutionary tool because it does not use a petroleum fuel. And when they get to school, they lock it up and they give 3 cheers up. One for an Iraqi child whose legs are not blowing off, one for an Afghani whose life is not lost, and one for a Syrian, well, still waiting to get in. So now it's up to you, revolutionaries. When will you begin? DrakeFreeman.com is my Facebook. Good?
Cool. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Can I get you to